some men don't want to be saved. That nigga ain't want to be saved. He still belongs to the streets. I think eventually most men figure out that they should have accepted some love like that.
This is the exact type of women who has sex with those type of guys and then complain about them. Once they've had their fun with those guys, they come back and want a relationship with the good guy.
Here's some crazy research for you. So a third of men, 33%, a little over a third, of men between the ages of 18 and 29 are not only single, but they're not actively looking for a partner. The same study said that by the year 2030, that 45% of women between the ages of 20 and 45 will be single. So I've got a question for the men, because I see it all the time in my comments. Most of my comments are filled with guys saying we're done. We're not looking. We like our peace. I need some more talk from you guys. Tell me why you're done. Tell me why you don't want to have a partner in life. Tell me why it's more worth it to be single than to have a partner. Even if you weren't to remarry, just to have a partner. I mean, I've talked to a lot of men. I've got my answers, but I want to hear it in the comments. So please, drop it in the comments.
Men don't want relationships because the women are not worth it. If a man wants to put his time and energy on a woman, she needs to have a very low body counts, be feminine, be submissive and supportive. But most today's Western women have none of these qualities, and the men just don't see the worth of dealing with them. Because if you're dealing with a wrong woman, not only she doesn't bring you peace, but she takes whatever peace you had before dealing with her and make you miserable.
This old chestnut. Perennial fan favorite with the gentleman. And it never fails to crack me up, like the total lack of self-awareness of men who say this. Yeah, so I know that we technically subjugated you for most of human history through violence and threats thereof. Sorry about that. But technically, we did do everything, so you're welcome. Like, I know technically we Tanya Hardinged your kneecaps before the competition started, but we won that competition, so clearly we're better than you. And also, you should say thanks. Because this gentleman's original comment to me was, the world would crumble without men. Which I just said, what do you mean by that? Because I didn't say we should, like, eradicate men. But please tell me more. How is the world gonna crumble? How is the world crumbling? It's crumbling? If there were no men, there wouldn't be a world that you complain in. Longtime friends of the show here know that I love to have a good laugh at this comment when it comes up over and over and over and over and over and over again, because certain types of men are original in no way, shape, or form. But I had a particular giggle with this one because of the video that it's attached to. Like, sir, I don't know. Good luck to you out there, truly. But I just have to add, actually my Tanya Harding analogy, like, isn't even accurate, because despite the kneecapping, women actually contributed and built more, way, way more of this world and the things in it. Aside from all the people, I mean, we built those, but I mean, we built more and contributed more to this world than men who make these comments are ever willing to admit, or actually are even educated on or aware of, because they just make these assumptions that they're the big boss men who rule the world, and without them, we would just be helpless little damsels, just silly little gooses running around with our heads cut off. Also, you'll notice that the worldview of folks who make these comments doesn't leave room for anyone but men and women. Period. The end. So we're on a binary in this little equation, I guess. But anyway, what I'm saying is, sir, there's just a lot of things that you could learn. And I wish you the absolute best of luck. Bon voyage on your journey of discovery, my friend. Good luck.
This is what happens when you are too low IQ to understand men run the infrastructure of the society. And without them, you wouldn't have the comfortable life that you're living right now. Even I as a man know I would have a very hard time surviving if it wasn't for other men. The very reason a woman can survive in this society without a man is because the men made it possible. The majority of the construction workers, plumbers, electricians, truck drivers are men. Most of the inventions used in today's society was made by men. Let's actually go to zero. Can a woman build a house for herself? Can she hunt for herself to be able to eat nutritious food? Can she defend herself against predators? For most women, the answer to those questions are no. They need a man if they want to survive in the wilderness. The problem is women want to say the small minority of men who might be cruel and psychopaths represent all men and don't want to accept you need the good men to protect you from the bad ones.
Date somebody your own age. Why aren't you doing that?
Why?
Why aren't you dating women your own age?
Some women, not all. Not all. Some women be pretty when they young. When they get older, they be looking bad.
There's
The older
something wrong with
women
that
don't
dynamic.
be fit. They don't be friendly. They don't be feminine. They don't be cooperative.
So women
and they
in their
don't be
40s
submissive.
a lot of times men want to date somebody so much younger because y'all be wanting somebody to train. That's what it is.
Yeah, sometimes.
And men say that.
Hey.
Women are not things to train.
Well, she can train up. It said train up a child in the way they should go.
What you mean by that? I'm gonna need you to explain yourself right now. Y'all are sitting there having a conversation about dating women your own age, women, and you bring up the phrase train up a child. Like, it's giving R. Kelly. It's giving Robert. Being a middle-aged man wanting to date a woman who is decades younger than you because you know that she can easily be trained. It's giving predator. Even if she is of age, compared to you, she's a child. That's what makes it weird. That's why y'all like having them 19 to 21-year-old girlfriends, because she's still just young enough to where she can still be controlled and she still has that childlike mindset, but she's just old enough to where you won't do 5 to 10. Y'all think y'all slick. We see you.
I'll tell you exactly what he means by that. He means the younger the woman is, there is a higher possibility of her not being brainwashed by feminism, and also a higher possibility of her not having the baggage of getting pumped and dumped by chads, although both of these things are rare in modern society. Most young girls are getting brainwashed from the very early age, and they are also opening their legs to multiple men, but you can't blame a guy for trying.
This generation is full of masculine women because men aren't men anymore. Women are constantly in grind mode. Women are constantly doing everything on their own, and they can't depend on these men for anything. Her being in her masculine energy is a defense mechanism because she always feels like she's on edge. If she doesn't make it happen, nobody else is gonna do it. And the last thing she wants is another man wasting her time and taking more from her. Don't get it twisted, she wants a good man in her life, but most of the men she met are disappointments. So until a man can prove he can protect, provide, lead, and be her peace, her energy will remain the same.
This guy is clueless. The reason those women are in grind mode is because society told them if they make their own money, they can be independent and be happy. If that was the case, we wouldn't have the highest depression rate among women since they started measuring it in 1960s. These exact women who are in grind mode could get a husband in their early age to provide for them if they wanted to. But no, they wanted to have fun, and marriage was the last thing in their mind. A man would court a woman who is worth it, and the woman is worth it when she hasn't been touched by other men, period.
I believe that there is a lost art of men approaching women, and I totally understand why, because some women are so mean and nasty. But there is nothing like a man walking up on a woman and being like, yeah, my name is such and such, I'm attracted to you. Can I get your number? Like, guys don't do that anymore. And it's a lot of women's fault because I would watch it happen and women will be so mean and nasty. But I feel bad because a lot of guys will see me out in public and somehow they'll find my social media and they'll try to go smack in my social media and be like, yeah, I saw you the other day and la 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 la. Sweetheart, I'm not one of those women. Come see me in person. Come see me in person. Come holler at me in person, because I need to look at what I'm getting ready to invest in. Where you at? Come in. I know it takes a lot to approach a person, but it's okay. Don't let the nasty women, the disrespectful women discourage you from talking to regular women like me, because we appreciate that. Like, I appreciate any man that does manly things. Like, it means a lot, especially in this day and time. And 10 times out of 10, sweetheart, that girl probably ain't even worth your time anyway. So look at her rejection as a good thing, because she probably don't need to be in your life. So yeah, come smack at us.
this lady might be nice when a guy approaches her, but most women are very mean and cruel if the guy who is approaching is not their type. Even though she might be his looks match, but because she has slept with Chad in the past, now her standards are super high. When you approach a woman, you are giving her validation, and she already will have an upper hand in that dynamic because you're showing you need something from her. Only approach if the girls is going out of her way to give you plenty of signals, and even then, is it worth to spend your time and energy for a used up woman? That's up to you to decide. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos.